Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EUR+. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Greetings everybody guys, let's take a look again on the Forex market. So just one session is passed and really big changes already is happening, not only on the Forex market, but you could see what's going on the interest rates and you could see what's going on the cryptocurrency in particular. I suggest that it seems that Fed start tightening, so because the reversal on the Bitcoin market was really sharp. Let's take a look, I will show you. This is the hourly chart of the Bitcoin, and it's actually market was standing nice around the achieved levels. We have prepared recently the update and said that, well, at two levels, confidence and minor support, it will be possible for taking the long position because market hasn't shown any deep retracement here. And overall technical performance that we see actually on the daily chart, and discussed yesterday in the video, it doesn't suggest this type of action. So this is irrational type of action that explains that it has happened by some external impact. This is not natural technical performance. Yes, we could still think about some kind of the A, B, C, D pattern to the downside. It is possible, but somehow I suspect that it might become really the activity of the Fed Reserve. So it's starting drawing liquidity out of the market. Because usually Bitcoin as its second quality asset is treated by the investors and fund managers. They becomes the first victim of any sell-off on the market, because the liquidity first of all will be out by the investors from the assets that have not really good quality or too volatile assets. And that's the reason why it always shows the stronger sell-off compared to the same stock market, for instance. But this is not yet the end of the story. So this is just the first sign of what's going on here in the markets. Additionally, if you'll take a look at the 10-year yield, which is more important, take a look what we have. We're coming to the failure of the hand and shoulders pattern. It also suggests that Fed start trying the liquidity, interest rate starts climbing higher. And with the break in this 618 level to the upside, or at least standing above it, it's already stands significantly higher than it should be compared to the shoulder. And it's really big challenge for a possible failure of this pattern and moving above the 3.2 interest rates, moving higher. That should support the dollar. That should crush the Bitcoin and make the negative impact on the stock market as well. This is the reasons why I'm a bit skeptical on any bullish patterns, although we have it, but somehow it seems that market current is driving mostly by external impact. It's not some normal, natural technical performance of the markets. It's usually driving by the sentiment and psychological some thoughts of the investors and psychology. So that's been said on the Forex market in turn. Yes, we have here a chance that we will get the grabber, but with the performance of the 10-year yield and Bitcoin, we should be extra careful where any thoughts on any stops suggesting taking the long position. So currently, without good pattern on the back, I wouldn't take any long position by far, guys. Although euro currency stands relatively nice near the support area. Yes, European Central Bank meeting could support euro if announced the rate hike or some more hawkish signs, closing the PEPP program that they have currently, which is suggested as well. It could support euro currency, but hardly it will become a really big support, just because these moments already have been discussed for a long time and mostly they're priced in already in the current performance. Anyway, on the 4-hour time frame chart, it seems that these head and shoulders are taking the lead compared to the reverse one on the hourly chart that we also discussed in our previous video. And the market could show deeper retracement. Now let's still talk about some retracements, not some really big collapse or something of that sort. So it tells that we could get some kind of the ABCD patch. But as currently market still hasn't formed the pattern, it could form the grabber and some another moment that I will show you a bit later on the hourly chart. Besides here, as you can see, taking the short position is not very comfortable. And it's just because it stands just near the neckline somewhere in the middle of the pattern where you place your stop. Only in this way. That's why it would be better first to get clarity on the potential bullish stops. First of all, this is grabber, so we need confirmation that this pattern has failed. If it will not become the truth, then on the euro currency we could make the bet on the long side. But at this moment we'll need clarity with the background. So first of all, as I said, grabber. Second, take a look what's going on the hourly chart. Why I'm also a bit skeptical in the bullish context is that take a look, we here have discussed the possible reverse head and shoulders, right? Let's take a look. Even I tied the neckline too close, you could see that market has not been able to form the right arm. It hasn't reached the neckline and collapsed. And here I would suggest that we need to keep an eye on the XOP, which is 106.53. So today's task for the bulls is to wait when the market hits the XOP, be sure that it stands above it and starts upward bounce. But by the end of the session, you need to control appearing of the grabber. And if tomorrow morning we get the grabber, the market will stay above the XOP, correspondingly start moving higher. That might be more or less sufficient context for taking the long position. In this case, potentially we could get upside butterfly, right? So it might be left wing of the butterfly and this will be right wing. So that's necessary conditions for taking the long position. Currently, it is too much uncertainty and the chances that market could drop more. For the bears, it's also not very comfortable situation. As I said, it's just because market stands somewhere between the important levels and it's not very good point, not very good placement for position taking. So that's what about euro. On the cable, approximately the same story, but their market stands slightly ahead of the euro performance. So if euro is just forming the head and shoulders, on the cable you can see the market already is trading head and shoulders. So market already is dropping right below the neckline. And if you trade the Great British Pound, you could keep an eye on the following picture. On the 4-hour time frame chart, this pattern is still valid. I mean, potential bullish pattern. But before upward action starts, market could complete this predefined target. So this ABCD pattern will complete this minor hand and shoulders that we have on our hourly chart, right? So in this case, it will not fail. It will be completed, and simultaneously, as a part of the right arm, we could get the butterfly here, which also has the same target. So you should keep an eye on approximately 2380 area, completion of the ABCD butterfly, and it's very close to FIB support. And that will be an area that is potentially interesting to consider taking the long position, because this is invalidation point for the hand and shoulders. If market drop below it, it will clearly tell you that hand shoulders is failing, and your risk will be in this case very small. It's just 30 pips approximately, but you will get the big information in this case. So that's it's all clarity about the hand and shoulders, and actually you will be able even to reverse the position with anticipation of further drop, taking out of these lows and moving lower. In this case, if market will drop it, we are going to the XOP that has not been completed, 1987. So we talked about many times now previous updates. So that's, guys, two moments to keep an eye. So on the cable and on the euro currency. So today at this moment immediately, I do not see yet the good setup for trading and immediate taking the position right now. So it will be better to wait until tomorrow.